Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is the Horror Miser Monty G, and welcome. It is the month of March, and welcome to Women in Horror. Yes, hee.
Y'all ready for this?
Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is the Horror Miser Monty G. Now, I know what you're saying, Monty G. What is Women in Horror? Well, actually, it was initially called Women in Horror Month. It was celebrated. I think it started like several years ago. I can't remember the actual date when it started celebrating, but it was a grassroots community decided to we need to celebrate and acknowledge what women have done in horror films, either in front of the camera, behind the camera, and they did come up with this organization. And basically, throughout the years, it actually started during the month of February that we have this month to celebrate women in horror. Later on, they decided to change it to March because they didn't want to interfere with Black History Month. Now, because of how everything's changed and women becoming to get more celebrated in horror, it has now become a year-long celebration. Now, when I discovered Women in Horror Month, I say, you know what, this is something good because we do need to acknowledge women's roles and what they've done for the horror genre, whether it's in front of the camera or behind the camera. Now, it started in February. I decided to do a celebration of Black Final Girls because they don't get the amount of recognition that they should as being funnel girls who happen to be African American. Leave a little tab up there to show you that particular video. And then later on, the following years, I decided to go on ahead and review or do interviews with female horror YouTubers, such as obviously my good friends Trib, Jen from Jen's Review in the Crave, Trib from Trivia Theater, and some other well-known horror YouTubers. Now, since the changes have been made when it comes to women in hearts, and now it's no longer just a simple month, so I decided to go on and change. So this will be my series, which I will talk to not only just to YouTube horror females, but to any woman who has made any type of contribution to horror, whether you're a reviewer of horror movies, be it YouTube or podcasts, your podcast that you have, where you do your horror reviews from, whether you do cosplay, all the women, any type of contribution you have in horror films, even actors and actresses, if you're interested in coming onto my channel and talk about horror, I would love to have you and interview you guys. So starting next week, I'll already have some interviews, some horror YouTubers. They'll be coming up during the month of March and then continue on throughout the year. I'll be talking to any other horror YouTubers or any other women that have been involved in horror, whether you're in front of the camera, behind the camera, you have a YouTube, you have a podcast. I'll leave my social media links in the description box below. You can DM me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or Instagram or Twitter or X is what it's called, or even BlueSky, because I'm on BlueSky as well, because we all should get celebrate what women have done in for horror films because without women, it really wouldn't be that much to celebrate when it comes to horror. So once again, time to celebrate women in horror. It was called Women in Horror Month. Now it's called Women in Horror Movement because they still have the M, but I just simply called Women in Horror. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys enjoy the celebration for the contribution women have done in the industry of horror. So, like I said before, if you are interested in participating, my social media links will be in the description box below. And of course, if you haven't, please subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way, you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. And I see you in my next video. That guy, stay safe out there.